Hey y'all, welcome back once again. Today we're going to be making some peanut porridge. So if you want to build your stamina, you want to stay tuned to watch how this delicious peanut porridge turn out. So get your ingredients. So for this recipe, you're going to need plantain. I think I'm going to just use a half. And then we're going to need oatmeal, peanut, nutmeg. And then we're going to use our spices, rose and almond, cinnamon, vanilla. We're going to use some ground cinnamon as well, and then we're going to use evaporated milk and some salt to bring out that flavor, and sugar to sweeten. And as I have said before in one of my previous videos, you can use the sweetened milk, and that will give it some more creaminess as well. And if you're lactose intolerant, you can use the canned coconut milk, or you can just buy coconut and juice it as well. So we're going to be starting with boiling our water and milk. So let's get into it. You're going to add about 1.5 cup of water, and then you're going to add your evap milk, about 1/2 cup. Then you're going to add a little salt to taste, about 1/4 teaspoon, and then you're going to turn your flame to medium and let this come to a boil. So you don't want to cover it too much, because then the milk will start to overflow. So let's get into blending our peanuts and plantain and oats. We will also add our cinnamon stick, or if you have cinnamon leaf. So I've cut my plantain in half, and then we're just gonna pour it and then peel it. You can get the skin off here. Just like this. And then we're just gonna cut them in rings here. And maybe half it like this. Once we do that, then we're going to be putting them in our blender. Then we're going to add our peanut, our oatmeal. Let's bring this forward so you can see much better here. And then we're going to add about 1.5 cups of water. And then we're going to blend. So now that we've blended for about 5 or so minutes, let me show you what it looks like now. Or it was the grains are very small, and it's almost creamy. So now we're going to pour this in our boiling milk water. So now that our milk and water is boiling, we're just going to be stirring and adding our peanut mixture. We're just gonna continue to stir until it starts to boil. So just stir it on medium flame, because you don't want it to burn. And then I'm going to pour some water in my blender just to rinse out the excess and add it as well. So just continue to stir here until it starts to boil. So we're going to stir until it starts to get thick. You can see it's coming together. Now the consistency is changing, so it's about to come to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, you're going to put your cover on, not fully covered but halfway covered, so it doesn't overflow into your stove and make a mess. So you can see it's getting thicker here. You don't want the bottom to catch too much because you don't want it to burn, and then you have a burned peanut porridge. So you just want to keep it on the medium flame until it's done cooking. And you see it's getting, right, the resistance is more now than it was before. Almost to boiling now. See how smooth it is too. And you're going to start to see it's popping some, so you know that it's starting to boil. So once you see those popping happening, then you can just cover it and let it boil for about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. So we're just going to cover up, and I'll see you back in about 5 when we make a stir. So it's been about 5 minutes, so we're going to just stir again to make sure that the bottom is not burning. You see the consistency. If you want it thinner, add some more milk. You just stir it again, and we'll be back in the next 5 to 7 minutes to add our spices and to complete making this peanut porridge. So it's been about 10 minutes, and so now we can turn it off, and then we're going to be adding our spices to the porridge. So now that it's off, we'll go ahead and add the following spices. So first we're going to add some cinnamon powder. We're going to add the rose and almond, just some tips. You don't want too much because then it's going to overpower the peanut. Then we're going to add vanilla, and coming in with some nutmeg. Some more. You're going to add sweetened sugar to taste to your liking. You can add more if you like, less. You can use our sweetened milk. And then you're just going to stir and taste. And it smells so good in here. from that almond and vanilla flavor with the rose water as well. So you know this is going to be delicious. Just that nutmeggy and vanilla smell. It's the spot every time. A pot of deliciousness here. You want to see the consistency? And then let's taste. So delicious. So let's serve this up. And we'll be right back. And look at this deliciousness. So delicious. So delicious. And then we're just going to sprinkle some cinnamon powder on top. Remember to like, subscribe, share with your family and friends so you do not miss anything. And enjoy. See you on the next one.